Of the 7 contestants here in the studio today, only one of them could win the prize money of up to £20,000. The rest of them will leave the game with nothing, as round by round they will be voted off as the weakest link.
Welcome to the weakest link. Any of the 7 people in the studio here today could win up to £20,000. They don't know each other. However, if they want to win that prize money, they'll have to work as a team. But 6 of them will leave with nothing, as round by round we lose the player voted off as the weakest link. Let's meet the team.
Hi, I'm Adam. I'm 57 years old, and I'm a butcher.
My name is Melissa. I'm 30 years old, and I work at a clothing shop.
Hello, my name is Tom. I'm 29, and I'm a rugby coach.
Hi, I'm Danielle. I'm 18, and I'm a high school student.
I'm Jamie. I'm 55, and I'm a barrister.
My name is Mark. I'm 33, and I'm a car salesman.
Hello, I'm Linda. I'm 36, and I'm a hairdresser.
Now the rules. In each round, the aim is to answer enough questions correctly to reach your £2,500 target within the time limit. The fastest way is to create a chain of 7 correct answers. If you say pass or get your question wrong, you'll break the chain and lose all that money in the chain. However, if you say the word bank before the next question is asked, the money is safe, but you'll start a new chain from scratch. As ever, the first question is worth £50. Remember team, at the end of the round only money that has been banked can be taken forward. In round 1, there are 2.5 minutes on the clock. We'll start with the person whose name is first alphabetically. And that's you, Adam. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Adam, in maths, how many sides does an octagon have?
8.
Correct, Melissa. According to spoken language, a good turn deserves what?
Another.
Correct, Tom. In geography, if someone was to visit the Eiffel Tower, they would be in which European country?
France.
Correct, Danielle. In a game of football, if a player receives a red card, are they booked or sent off?
Sent off.
Correct, Jamie. If someone was feeling angry, which color would they be?
Red.
Correct, Mark. What's the name of the starfish character in the Nickelodeon's cartoon series SpongeBob SquarePants?
Patrick Star.
Correct, Linda.
Bank.
Can lightning ever strike twice in the same place?
Yes.
Correct, Adam. Goblet of Fire, Order of Phoenix, and Half-Blood Prince are the titles of which film and book series?
Is it Harry Potter?
Correct, Melissa. In wedding anniversaries, which of these precious gemstone metal represents more years of marriage, sapphire or blue sapphire?
Blue sapphire.
Correct, Tom. A cube that has a puzzle with colored tiles is better known as what?
Is it Rubik's Cube?
Correct, Danielle. In the children's nursery rhyme, what type of bridge is falling down?
London Bridge.
Correct, Jamie. According to the proverb,
Bank.
nope, it's too late to bank.
Sorry.
According to the proverb, there is a time and what for everything?
Is it place?
Correct, Mark.
Bank.
Okay, you've reached and banked your £2,500 target. And interestingly, it took a while to get their team, because you had a chain of 12 correct answers. So therefore, you could have got there earlier. But nevertheless, that money will go through to the next round, but one of you will most certainly not. Who has been worrying you? Who do you think has been on the dim side? Who has been in a panic point and banked far too soon? One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
According to the statistics, Jamie is the strongest link in this first round. Despite banking the most money for the team, the weakest link is Linda. But, who will be the first to go?
Okay, voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Linda.
Jamie.
Mark.
Adam.
Linda.
Jamie.
Jamie.
Mark. Remind us what you do.
I'm a car salesman.
What sort of cars do you sell?
I sell people carriers, jeeps, family cars, and sports cars.
Really? That's very interesting. And from which car manufacturers do you sell cars?
I sell cars from many car manufacturers, such as Chevrolet, Dodge, Ford, Vauxhall, Fiat, Alfa Romeo, Peugeot, Citroën, Renault, Supra, Suzuki, Mitsubishi, Honda, Nissan, Toyota, and so much more.
That sounds very sensational. And let me ask you this, is there any possibility if I would buy a sports car from Ford?
Oh yes. The sports car you would get from Ford are Mustang and GT. And we also make sure that every car we sell are in perfect condition as well, and we receive less complaints.
I see. So tell me, Mark, why do you want to get rid of Jamie?
Well, he didn't bank the rest of the money in time, when he banked too late, and this could have cost us significantly.
But didn't you realize that he was the strongest link in this round though?
Well, I thought the strongest link was Danielle, as she gained the rest of the money that Jamie could have banked.
Oh really? Well, you have certainly been paying attention. Not. So Melissa, tell me, what do you do for a living?
I work at a clothing shop.
How long have you been working at the clothing shop?
I've been working in the clothing shop for 5 years.
And what do you like about working at the clothing shop?
Well, the things I like about my job at the clothing shop are helping the customers where to find the clothes they want, giving the customers the right change, putting the clothes on the certain shelves, and sticking price tags.
Very nice. And do you enjoy your job at the clothing shop?
Yes, I love my job at the clothing shop. I knew that job was easy to apply for, and I took that opportunity.
Okay. So Melissa, why Jamie?
Because just like Mark said, he didn't bank the rest of the money in time, which involves banking far too late. And besides, as he's a barrister, he certainly doesn't need the prize money,
Oh, whatever.
because he already makes a lot of money anyway.
What an interesting reason to vote someone off. Well, Jamie was by far the strongest link in this round, but as you know, it's votes that count, unfortunately. Jamie, the 55-year-old barrister, who apparently wasn't paying enough attention about when to bank some money. You may have been the strongest link in this round, but it looks like Mark has had enough of you because you didn't bank the rest of the money in time, and Melissa thinks that you don't need the prize money. Well, I guess it's time for you to go back to being a barrister. With 3 votes, you're the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'm completely outraged. How can these idiots not know that I was the first strongest link, and not Danielle? That was by far the worst decision that Mark and Melissa will definitely regret. I hope Linda doesn't win, because she was responsible for banking very early, and she's clearly not working as a team at any point.
Round 2. You have reached your target in the last round, so in the kitty you have £2,500. There are 6 of you left. We're cutting 10 seconds from the time you voted off the strongest link in the last round, so we'll start with the second strongest. And that's Danielle. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Danielle Drew Barrymore was starred as a waitress in the romantic comedy called The Wedding What?
Singer.
Correct, Mark. In science, heat is transferred by convection conduction, and which other
Radiation.
Correct, Linda. In the animal kingdom, which substance do bed bugs feed?
Blood.
Correct, Adam.
Bank.
In which month represents Thanksgiving according to the Gregorian
November.
calendar? Correct, Melissa. In which golf club is the U.S. Masters Golf Tournament held?
Pass.
Augusta National. Tom, in maths, what's the largest prime number under 50?
49.
Nope,
Damn.
47. Danielle, what type of foodstuff is the name given to the famous landmark in Kent? Beef jerky or ham sandwich?
Hand sandwich.
Correct, Mark. In the UK, which airport is the most busiest?
Heathrow Airport.
Correct, Linda. In text messages on mobile phones, the three figures GR8 is abbreviated to what word?
Great.
Correct, Adam. In video games, which Mortal Kombat character has the phrase "get over here"?
Scorpion.
Correct, Melissa. Jessica Plummer is the British singer with which girl group?
Spice Girls.
No, Melissa, Neon Jungle. Tom, a game of pool begins with how many balls?
16.
Correct, Danielle. What's the official spoken language in Mexico?
Spanish.
Correct, Mark. Which Italian car manufacturer produces Panda, Punto, and Coupe Turbo Plus?
Fiat.
Correct, Linda. The former President Barack Obama was born in which U.S. state?
Hawaii.
Correct, Adam.
Bank.
In which year of the 1960s did England win the World Cup?
1965.
Nope, 1966. Melissa, in the children's TV series Thomas the Tank Engine, the engine called Gordon is what number?
4.
Correct, Tom.
Bank.
In the drama series The Crown, who played the Prime Minister Anthony Eden?
Jeremy Northam.
Correct, Danielle.
Bank.
Time's up. Your bank was in time. And it looks like you have already fallen apart, team. You only banked £850 in this round, when you could have won another 2,500. Whose village is missing its idiot? Who can't cope with the pressure? Who do you desperately need to get rid of? One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
In the second round, Danielle is the strongest link. The weakest link is Melissa, since she lost the most money for the team. On the other hand, Adam was the one who banked the most money in this round. Whose game is over?
Okay, voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Melissa.
Danielle.
Melissa.
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 Tom, who thinks the largest prime number under 50 is 49 instead of 47. What do you do for a living?
I'm a rugby coach.
And for how long have you been a rugby coach?
I've been a rugby coach for over 2 years.
And what makes you want to be a rugby coach?
Well, I saw an opportunity to work with other coaches in rugby and help interacting with the team when it comes to warming up and learning to playing the rugby game.
I see. And do you enjoy coaching rugby?
Oh yes, I certainly do. I'm glad that I have rightfully took that opportunity. And I also enjoy interacting with the team as well.
Okay. So Tom, why Melissa?
Because she got the most questions wrong in this round, she made us lose lots of money, and she left me with nothing to bank.
Right. Danielle. So you're still in high school then?
Yes, but I will certainly be graduating from school as it's my last year.
Nice. And what are you studying?
I'm studying science, history, and geography.
And what are you planning to do when you leave school?
Well, I'm thinking of studying chemistry in college, since I love science in school.
Well, good luck with that. And what do you do in your spare time?
I love exploring new areas, and even watching soap operas and quiz shows.
Would you say that you have good general knowledge when you watch quiz shows?
Well, I'm not very bad with my knowledge, especially when it comes to chemistry. It all depends on what questions are asked.
Alright. So Danielle, why have you voted for Melissa?
I voted for Melissa because she got most of her questions wrong and made us lose lots of money. And I can't believe she's being such a tactical voter, especially voting for Jamie in the first round, which certainly doesn't make her a team player.
Well, she was the worst player in this round. Melissa, who's 30 years old and works at a clothing shop. You didn't do well in this round, you got most of your questions wrong, and you made the team lose a lot of money, so the team has certainly had enough of you. I'm not surprised that it's a unanimous decision. With 5 votes you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'm so disappointed to be voted off so early in the game, because I was doing really well in the first round, but then I started to fall apart with the questions I didn't know at all, and I would really like to have gone further. I hope Danielle doesn't win, because she's been acting like she knows everything, and she is also overly confident as well.
Round 3. You now have in the bank £3,350 out of a possible £5,000. 5 of you left. We're cutting another 10 seconds from the time. We'll start with the strongest link in the last round. And that's Danielle. Let's play. The weakest link. Start the clock. Danielle, in the animal kingdom, the word moggy is a slang word for which domestic pet?
Cat.
Correct, Mark. In music, what's the full name of the American rapper B.O.B.?
Bobby May.
Correct, Linda. Which poet wrote the New Colossus, which was inscribed at the base of the Statue of Liberty?
Emma Lazarus.
Correct, Adam.
Bank.
According to the map, what name is given to the section which defines the symbols?
Legend.
Correct, Tom. In public transports, what's the maximum number of carriages can the train be formed of in the UK?
Is it 12 carriages?
Correct, Danielle. Which of these battery sizes are larger, treble A or double A?
Treble A?
Nope, double A. Mark, what type of tourist attraction is the London Eye?
Ferris wheel.
I'll accept Ferris wheel or observation wheel. Linda, complete the name of the long-running children's TV series Blue what?
Peter.
Correct, Adam. According to the proverb, 2 heads are better than what?
1.
Correct, Tom.
Bank.
In maths, how many minutes are there in 2/3 of an hour?
40 minutes.
Correct, Danielle.
Pass.
In food, the words short. Pass. Mark, in food, the words short crust, puff and flaky are all types of what?
Pastry.
Correct, Linda. According to the royal family, in which Scottish school did Prince Charles attend?
Gordonston.
Correct, Adam. In religion, what specific name is given to a headscarf worn by Muslims?
Hijab.
Correct, Tom. The explicit cooking show called Hell's Kitchen is presented by which British chef?
Gordon Ramsay.
Correct, Danielle.
Bank.
In transports, what name is given to the back of the boat?
Stern.
Correct, Mark.
Bank.
In the solar system, how many moons does Uranus have?
25.
Time's up. The correct answer was 27. And you banked £1,050, which was only a small improvement, so you've missed out on another target. Who do you think has major issues? Who will get the pointy end of the stick? One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
In this round, Tom is the strongest link this time, with all his questions correct, and £250 banked for the team. With the least correct answers, Danielle was the strongest link in the last round, but now the weakest link in this. However, she did bank the most money for the team. Will that save her from the vote?
Okay, voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Danielle.
Danielle.
Mark.
Danielle.
Danielle.
Adam. Remind me what you do.
I'm a butcher.
And for how long have you been a butcher?
For 34 years.
Wow. That's very tremendous. And do you like your job as a butcher?
Oh yes. I love my job as a butcher, and it is better known as a family tradition.
Really? Well, why don't we hear more about your so-called family tradition job then?
Well, my parents were butchers at first, and they offered me this job in order to keep the tradition going before they retired, and I felt delighted to have done so. Also, I have a friend who's a butcher as well, and we are both most certainly working together when it comes to cutting fish and meat.
I see. And have you been working together with your friend when you first started this job?
Nope, my friend started this job 5 years later, and I felt very delighted to see him at my work. Also, I've seen him twice on the Weakest Link game show, and I found out that he became the champion, and he has won £72,000. So I thought I'd have an opportunity to take part in this show as well, and I bet my friend is also watching today's show.
Do you think you're going to win today's prize money, just like your friend did then?
Well, maybe I would, or maybe I wouldn't. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Okay. So Adam. Why Danielle?
Well, she's done very well until now. She has been starting to fall apart, especially passing on one of her questions, which cost us some money.
Well, surprisingly to you, Adam, she banked £500, which was more money than anyone else. But you're right, she was the worst player in this round. Linda, tell me what you do for a living.
I'm a hairdresser.
How long have you been a hairdresser?
I've been a hairdresser for 10.5 years.
And what hairstyles do you give to your clients?
Well, I give my clients the choices of the hairstyles they want, such as small cuts, colors, and well-treated styles, like straight hairs, curly hairs, and different types of hair twists.
I see. I bet your clients like the results of their chosen hairstyles, do you think?
Oh yes, they sure do. We receive no complaints at all. And I most certainly love my job as a hairdresser.
Alright. So Linda, why did you vote for Danielle, who's apparently still in school?
Well, just like Adam said, she did very well until this point. She has been slightly falling apart, especially passing on one question too soon. So I wish her the very best of luck when she goes back to school.
That's fair enough. Danielle, the 18-year-old high school student, who thinks the AAA battery size is larger than AA. You did well until this point. You have started to fall apart, even though you banked £500, but you can no longer keep up. It looks like it's time for you to go back to school. Unanimously with 4 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'm so disappointed with my performance in this round, but I guess I was voted off rightfully, even for getting the battery question wrong. I think Mark will be next to go. He may have started off pretty good, but I think he'll be the next person to deteriorate.
Round 4. Out of a potential prize money of £7,500 you could have won by now, you have in the kitty just £4,400. You're down to 4 players. We're cutting another 10 seconds from the time. You now only have 2 minutes. We'll start with the strongest link in the last round. And that's Tom. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Tom, in the sitcom In the Grave, how many feet did Victor Meldrew have?
1.
Correct, Mark. James Atherton plays the character Creepy William Savage in which TV soap opera?
Hollyoaks.
Correct, Linda. In biology, what is a congenital mark on the body called the nevus?
Birthmark.
Correct, Adam.
Bank.
In the song 12 Days of Christmas, what's the nationality of the 3 hens?
Pass.
French. Tom, in medicine, what name is given to the doctor who is specialized on the health and well-being of babies and children?
I can't remember the name.
The pediatrician, Tom.
Oh my god!
Mark, in traditional art is brown a tertiary color?
No.
Correct, Linda. Dijon is the city in the Burgundy region of France which is famous for which sauce?
Mustard.
Correct, Adam. If someone was born on Valentine's Day, which star sign of the zodiac would they have?
Aquarius.
Correct, Tom. If A is Alpha and Z is Zulu, what is Y?
Yankee.
Correct, Mark.
Bank.
In the periodic table, what's the atomic number of the chemical element lithium?
3.
Correct, Linda. In geography, what is the capital city of Colombia?
Bogota.
Correct, Adam. If someone has cynophobia, they are afraid of which animal?
Dogs.
Correct, Tom. In electronics, which year of the 2000s was PlayStation Portable released?
2005.
Correct, Mark. Complete the famous phrase by Timothy Leary from the 1960s, tune in, turn on, what?
Drop out.
Correct, Linda.
Bank.
Which sport would you associate Giant Gonzalez?
Wrestling.
Correct, Adam. In the comedy cartoon series American Dad, what's the name of the pet fish?
Klaus Heisler.
Correct, Tom.
Bank.
Time's up. Your bank was well out of time. You had a chain of 11 correct answers in this round, so you could have reached your target. However, your performance was better. You banked £1,750. Who do you think is no longer active enough? Who is like Simple Simon? One of you is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
For the first time in the game, Linda is the strongest link, as she answered all of her questions correctly and banked the most money for the team. For a complete reversal of fortune, Tom was the strongest link in the last round, but now the weakest link in this. Will his previous performance save him from the vote?
Okay, voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Tom.
Mark.
Tom.
Tom.
Linda. Why have you voted for Tom?
It was between him and Adam who got a question wrong, but at least Adam did some banking, making Tom the weakest link.
Right. So Mark, why did you vote for Tom?
Because he had a very unlucky round, and he was the only one who failed to bank any money. So I'm certain that his game is over, especially for voting for me in the first round.
It sure is. And finally, Adam. Never heard of the song 12 Days of Christmas?
Well, even though I love Christmas, I actually don't like the 12 Days of Christmas song, as it's just annoyingly repetitive in my opinion.
I see. So, Adam, why Tom?
Because just like Linda said, it was between him and myself who managed to get a question wrong. But at least I banked some money, and Tom banked nothing, just like Mark mentioned.
Well, you were right, Adam. You have indeed banked £250 in this round, making Tom the worst player. Tom, the 29-year-old rugby coach, who doesn't know the name of the doctor who is specialized on the health and well-being of babies and children. You were the only one who didn't bank any money in this round, and it now looks like the rest of the team has had enough of you. So I guess it's time for you to go back to coaching rugby. With 3 votes, you're the weakest link. Goodbye.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe my mind went to blank about the pediatrician question, because I have been learning about this in middle school, and it will definitely haunt me for the rest of my life. Well, I think without a doubt Linda will win, because I noticed that she was the only one who didn't get a single question wrong, unlike Adam and Mark.
Round 5. So far you've won £6,150 in the bank, but of course, this could have been 10,000. There are now only 3 of you left. And we still have Adam the butcher, Mark the car salesman, and Linda the hairdresser. We're cutting another 10 seconds from the time. We'll start with the strongest link in the last round. And that's Linda. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Linda, which actor is starred in the following movies: Graduate, Marathon Man, and Tootsie?
Dustin Hoffman.
Correct, Adam. In which month is Midsummer Day?
June.
Correct, Mark. Eboracum was the Roman name for which British city?
York.
Correct, Linda. In nature, what is a piece of enclosed land planted with fruit trees?
Orchard.
Correct, Adam. In alcoholic drinks, is there such drink as a non-alcoholic cider?
Yes.
Correct, Mark. In the TV soap opera EastEnders, what surname is shared with the following characters: Baggy, Phil, and Grant?
Mitchell.
Correct, Linda.
Bank.
In food, the French town of Roquefort is famous for the production of what?
Cheese.
Correct, Adam. In history, what was the arena where gladiators fought for the entertainment of the Roman people?
Amphitheater.
Correct, Mark.
Bank.
In the animal kingdom, which order of animals do geckos belong to, rodents or reptiles?
Reptiles.
Correct, Linda. In the song recorded by the Beatles, who was in the sky with diamonds?
Lucy.
Correct, Adam. In art, what's the nationality of the painter Gustav Klimt, German or Austrian?
Austrian.
Correct, Mark. In fashion, what C is a piece of material worn knotted around the neck?
Cravat.
Correct, Linda.
Bank.
In maths, which distance is greater, a meter or a yard?
A meter.
Correct, Adam.
Bank.
According to legend, William Tell was the folk hero from which country?
Switzerland.
Correct, Mark.
Bank.
What name is given to a small circular window in the side of the ship?
Porthole.
Bank.
Time's up. That was the correct answer, but your bank was out of time. You did brilliant in this round, team. You didn't get any questions wrong, but you've only just missed your £2,500 target. You banked £2,450. And you had a chain of 15 correct answers. So therefore, you could have got there, and not banking too early. Now in round 6, you get the chance to treble what you bank. So, if you keep up with your best performance, you could win £7,500. And you must hang on to the best player. But one of you, of course, is about to leave with nothing. It's time to vote off the weakest link.
In this impressive round, Linda is the strongest link again, as she banked more money than anyone else. The weakest link statistically is Adam, having banked the least money in this round. But, will the team notice that, in this crucial stage of the game?
Okay, voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Linda.
Adam.
Mark.
We have a very interesting three-way tie: Adam, Mark, and Linda, 1 vote each. Mark. By Adam.
Well, he may have got all his questions correct, but to my knowledge, he seemed to have banked the least money. And I also thought of giving Linda the benefit of the doubt, as she is helping us win lots more money.
That sounds like you're pretty brave enough to face Linda in the final.
Yes, I sure am. I don't even mind losing to her, and I'm very likely to make her bank dozens of money. Also, if I'm in the final with Linda, we will see if I win the money or not.
Right. So Adam, why do you want to get rid of Linda?
Well, she's not giving me a chance to bank every single penny in one go, and I can't believe she even got away with banking a little early in the first round. So because of this, I just want me and Mark to play the next round more smoothly and quickly without her.
I see. Well, when the vote is tied, the strongest link gets to cast the deciding vote. And the strongest link, unlucky for you Adam, was Linda. Linda, you voted for Mark, but you now have a choice. You can either stick with Mark or move to Adam. Who do you want to send packing?
Well, because Mark is being very generous, I would like to change my vote to
Yes.
Adam.
Why?
Maybe if he didn't act so selfish, or act like he only wants men left in the team, then I would definitely spare him in the final. But no, I do not tolerate sexist pigs, so he doesn't deserve to be in the final.
Well, not only that he's being found out as a sexist pig, but he was statistically the worst player in this round. Adam, the butcher who's been such a sexist pig. You are most definitely the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'm extremely mugged off. I cannot actually believe that Linda would misfire on me like this and label me as a sexist pig. You know what? I don't care who will win today's prize money at all, because both of them have stabbed me in the back big time, and I wish them the worst of luck in the final round.
Round 6. After just missing your target in the previous round, you have so far £8,600 in the bank when you could have won $12,500. Mark and Linda, just the two of you left. You now only have 90 seconds, but whatever you win will be trebled and added to the total winnings of the previous rounds to make your final prize money, so £7,500 is at stake. We'll start with the strongest link in the last round. And that's Linda. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Linda, in which U.S. city is served by the airport by the code ORD?
Orlando.
No, Linda, Chicago is the correct answer. Mark, the South Korean company called Samsung produces smart TV screens and which other electronic?
Galaxy smartphones.
Correct, Linda.
Bank.
Hera was the wife and sister of Zeus in which mythology?
Greek.
Correct, Mark. In music, what's the name of the only #1 UK hit for the Village People?
YMCA.
Correct, Linda. In geography, what P is the name of the national park in Derbyshire?
Peak District.
Correct, Mark. In the animal kingdom, hammerhead and great white are both types of which sea creature?
Shucks.
Correct, Linda.
Bank.
In food, what C is the name given to a French pancake?
Crepe.
Correct, Mark. Clever Mike is a Cockney slang term for which mode of transport?
Bike.
Correct, Linda. In history, King Umberto II was the last monarch of which European country?
Italy.
Correct, Mark. In which decade of the 19th century was the Charles Dickens novel called Tale of Two Cities published?
The 1850s.
Correct, Linda. In science, through which medium does sound travel at greater speed?
Water.
Correct, Mark.
Bank.
Time's up. Your bank was most certainly just in time. Disappointingly, you didn't do as well as you did in the previous round. You only banked £1,550 in this round, and you had a chain of 10 correct answers. So, yet again, you could have reached your target. Nevertheless, we will treble that and add it to the total winnings of the previous rounds, so that makes the total prize money today of £13,250. However, only one of you will take that money home. You will now play against each other head-to-head. I'll ask up to 5 alternating questions each. Whoever answers the most questions correctly wins the prize money. It's as simple as that. If we have a tie after 5, we'll go for sudden death until we have a winner. So therefore, Mark and Linda, for £13,250. Let's play the weakest link. Mark is the strongest link in the last round. You have the choice of who goes first.
I would like Linda to go first.
Linda, in which sport do the female teams compete in the Federation Cup?
Tennis.
That's the correct answer. Mark, what do you call a word puzzle, which is filled in as a grid of checkered squares, using numbered clues?
Crosswords.
That's the correct answer. Linda, in geography, the city of Seattle is situated in which U.S. state?
Washington.
That's the correct answer. Mark, out of the two famous football Neville brothers, Gary and Phil, Which one is the oldest?
Gary.
That's the correct answer. Linda, in nature, which plant is said to be lucky if it has 4 leaves instead of 3?
Clover.
That's the correct answer. Mark, in literature, which British writer wrote his plays in shorthand?
Pass.
The correct answer is George Bernard Shaw. Linda, you are now in the lead. According to the title of the Hitchcock film, how many steps were there?
37.
No, the correct answer is 39. Mark, in the 1960s and 70s, which doll is better known as Barbie's rival and has a boyfriend named Paul?
Cindy.
That's the correct answer. So far you are both level. Linda, to take the lead. In science, what does the sphygmomanometer measure?
Blood pressure?
That's the correct answer. Mark, you need to answer this question correctly to stay in the game. There's 13,250 pounds at stake. In biology, what name is given to the study of structure and function of the skin?
Dermatology.
That's the correct answer. And after 5 questions each, your scores have tied. So we now go into a sudden death situation. The questions will continue in pairs. Linda, if you answer correctly, then Mark will have to answer correctly as well. Otherwise, he loses. And Linda, if you get your question wrong, and Mark gets his question correct, he wins. So, Mark and Linda, let's play sudden death. Linda, Ron Atkinson, Matt Busby, and Alex Ferguson were the managers of which football club?
Manchester United.
That's the correct answer. Mark, in the television, which comedian and DJ has the phrase, all in the best possible taste?
Kenny Everett.
That's the correct answer. Linda, in fashion, what is regarded as the traditional occupation of a leprechaun?
Shoemaker.
That's the correct answer. Mark, the children's character, Paddington Bear, likes which type of filling in his sandwich?
Prawn and mayonnaise.
No, the correct answer is marmalade. That means Linda, you are today's strongest link and you go away with 13,250 pounds. Mark, you leave with nothing. Join us again for the weakest link. Goodbye.
Well, I'm a bit disappointed with myself for missing out on the prize money. But you know what, getting in the final is a very massive achievement.
I think it was definitely an appropriate final. And I give Mark a thumbs up for being very generous throughout the whole game.